Today, we honor Broward Deputy Sheriff Brian Keith Tephford. Brian was a good man. He was a caring friend, and especially, he was a loving father of 3 young children. He was an outstanding deputy sheriff. But most importantly, Brian was a hero. Not by choice, and certainly not by chance. Brian was a hero by purpose. Last Saturday, Brian reported for his regular Charlie shift patrol in Tamarack. Afterward, he declined an offer to go out after work, opting instead to work a special detail in an apartment complex. Always faithful to the job that he loved so much, Brian was happy to continue his watch. But on that fateful night, Deputy Brian Tephford was taken from us. He was taken from his loved ones, from his fellow deputies, and from his friends, and most of all, from his children. Brian accepted the silent but ever-present danger of a public safety law enforcement career, as all deputies and officers do. This takes courage, it takes conviction, and all too often, it takes sacrifice. His death is too painful to explain. However, let us take solace in the fact that he died doing what he chose to do and what he loved to do, serving this community as a deputy sheriff. Brian answered the call of duty. As a friend, he answered the call of loyalty. As a father, he answered the most important call of all, the call of unconditional love. Brian's death serves as a constant reminder that the life and times of the law enforcement officials are anything but routine. To the men and women of law enforcement, please remember Brian Tephford as you carry out your duties. Be mindful of his sacrifice and the circumstances which he has gone to meet his Maker. This wonderful life and tragic death was far from routine. As Broward stood up and gave the last full measure for his community in service to each of us, so too do we stand, shoulder to shoulder, arm in arm, to make our homes safer and a better place. May the memory of Deputy Brian Tephford never leave our midst. May his spirit never leave our hearts, and may his service be an inspiration to us all. God has called a good man home, but he has left us all with a memory of a wonderful son, a brave father, a devoted friend, and a dedicated lawman. We will miss him.
All units, stand by for a moment of silence as we honor Deputy Brian Tephford, killed in the line of duty. Deputy Tephford, a dedicated member of the Broward Sheriff's Office, was taken from his friends and family too soon. We remember Deputy Tephford, and until we meet again, we show uniform 106-22-107.